And once more, for a third time, I welcome you all to the wonderful world of Amalur and the side quest cleaning. Last time we undertook a quest for our questionable friend, Mrs. Cross, who's a bit obsessed with us. She sent us to Ivan Hughes, who wants to translate something found on the monoliths around this area. Those giant boulders I mentioned once. And it seems the first boulder is directly beside Revival, where we also spent quite a lot of time. So let's see what we have to protect him from.
What a relief! I worried you'd been eaten. It's easy for me to slip into the shadows and hide among the scrub, but you're another story. I've been puzzling over these inscriptions. This is the largest of the stones driven deep into the ground. It's seen many generations, many millennia. See how Miss Cross's pendant glows? Let me read it. Great passion swelled. The patrons called him, promised a reckoning. Walk the unbound path. I don't have the foggiest what it means. I'm going to make a few more notes. Why don't you go on ahead to the next liths and we can meet at each one? Goodbye then.
We're not being ambushed. Well, I at least expected some sort of stone golem coming tearing out from the earth, but... well, most of those half-magic stone eggs are cracked, so maybe not. Well, I fear I have to cut this quest a bit short. Two of the monoliths are in the northern region where I haven't been yet. Could be quite annoying, but we'll see how long the murder around here takes us.
There you are, just in time. Listen to this. The unbound path. All will yearn. Patrons immortal. Called to freedom. Fascinating. Goodbye then.
That's it? Alright. One thing seems for certain. The unbound path is me. Or my path. I am the fate unbound.
This one line has me stumped. Reaching to the sky, or we strain, or we stretch. Patrons look down, together not alone. Reforge the world. Goodbye then.
Well, I spent some time in the flying cities down by the teeth of Narrows, if this is any help. So, what's on this small boulder?
See how the pendant reacts? It grows more pronounced with every lith we visit. This stone says, one below the patrons, champion of fate, the unbound path, beckoning. Goodbye then.
Beckoning the reckoning. And through the powers of editing, I will cut this here and snip on the rest after the next main quest. Crownhold, City of Light, City of Magic. Now that we have entered the famously northern reaches of the northern hold of the northern continents in the northern hemisphere, we will continue looking around for the monolith and pretty much ignore this grand city. We will not quite ignore it. Here'll be weddings. Kinda like dragons, just, you know, different. And a lost honor. Oh, you know what? I saved those for the main quest. Seems like one of the monoliths requires us to head out into the sea, where great sea dragons will swallow us whole. Let us face Jormungandr and Cthulhu all at once. To the windmills! And we survive. Yeah, I'm happy to see you too. Bye bye. Oh, there he is already.
We're very close now, my friend. This narrative seems to imply that Mitharu was behind the emergence, that he alone ended the deep gloam. Out of the darkness, fate brings a dawn. Doorway open. The unbound path. Goodbye then.
Goodbye. Ooh, it's a bit nippy out here. Oh, hey, that's my gnome. Get your own. You go away. Sit, or I will burn you to a crisp. Come here, you little... You will keep my feet nice and warm.
The final lith. Hopefully it will provide some insight. We weave together. We emerge together. All mortal men, called to the unbound path. That language, it's so clear. It must be the tapestry of fate. This suggests that the patron gods created the weave to bring Amalur out of chaos. But how do these stones in this story relate to Miss Cross's necklace? For that, I will need to do more research. You may return the item to Miss Cross. Tell her about the inscriptions, about this unbound path. I have more work to do, but I do hope we cross paths again. Goodbye then.
Oh no, we are back to the great phase cycle, where everything runs, well, in cycles. There once was a unbound from fate, who called all living mortals to its, well, path, and then created the tapestry. And now the tapestry is unraveling, and looky here, here is once more, and we are stuck. I fought so hard against the phase and their cycles, and now it turns out I'm back. Well, hello there, High Priestess Cross. Have you started my religion?
You have returned to me. And look, others have joined us. Like me, they believe you are more than a warrior, more than a hero. You are the Fateless One. And if any god in Mithras is to be worshipped, it is you. So Ivan has discovered the unbound path. It is a phrase that I have heard before. I will need to consider it until we meet again.
Welcome to Gale Crossing.
Thank you, goodbye. So, a small FYI, in the next quest, which will be, well, the next quest you will see, I go up on a bit of a tangent. There is a small notice with the words "will not go unpunished," and I just go off on the double negative and say, yeah, but, so it will be unpunished, so it's, go not is just unpunished, so, but I forgot the will, so all in all, it's a triple positive with a double negative, which leads us to the positive of the end noun, which will be punish. And I didn't notice it was late. I go off, and now that I will continue the quest, all will be happy apples, and we are singing a song as we go along. Sorry about that. Oh no! A corpse, still fresh as the morning dew. Who could have done this? Who could possibly be the culprit of this gruesome murder? Tell me, you scum, what you did.
I know, it's a grisly sight, but I need everything just as it was at the time of death, better for the investigation.
Do you know what happened?
No witnesses, but it looks like the killer used a dagger. That puts everyone in Mithras on our list of suspects. What about you? Interested in helping us solve this mystery? Can't offer a reward or any resources. It'll be just you and the truth if you can find it.
Oh, I will find it. And who was this victim? Tell me more.
Luther de Groot, a local. He served with Alfar up until a few months ago. Heard he was stationed in the Far East, Chloricon. Vets don't find much welcome when they come home, not even the few from Mithros. Poor kid struggled to find his place.
Oh, I will look into it. And first, it was you what done it. Own up. Everyone seed you. Own up.
Glad to hear it. We don't get a lot of murders around here, but crime is on the rise. It's the damned preordained. Feel free to check out the body for clues. I'll have it taken away for examination later. And talk to folks. People always got a lot to say. Let me know if you learn anything.
Or it could have something to do with some person shielding the preordained in his prison. Tell me a bit more about Luther.
Just a mountain kid. Knew his way around the cliffs and passes. Solid, like a slab of granite. Something about this time on the front line shook him to the core. He was never the same after the war. He lost something over there. Come again.
Alright. Let me through, I'm nosy. Well, cloudy poison, a potion, and a wolf necklace. Oh, someone's watching Witcher play the games or read the books recently while they were supposed to do some quality control on the quest. If I find out you weren't diligent and it's full of typos and loose ends, ooh, I'm gonna be so disappointed. And there's the note coming for you. There is no world in which the crimes you've committed will not go unpunished, and in the first sentence of this great Sidequest, Witcher inspired, they screwed up with a double negative. As much as you would like to turn your back on the past to put these horrors behind you, it cannot happen. I will hunt you, I will terrorize you, and I will kill you with every breath left in my body. The wolf pack will pay for taking my life. What? And the lives of so many others. From this world, I am coming. So, it's a undead haunting. Who did he kill? Come on, speak to me.
I'm not here to babysit. Be on good behavior and you'll
Well, there's one thing we can always
I'm not here to
do.
babysit. I'm not here.
That gnome isn't fit to be
Go and
man.
have a drink.
She's too soft.
Alrighty, tavern time.
your
This
wits
will
about
be
you.
expensive.
Welcome. How can the gemstone make your day a little brighter? We always seek to please.
Information. You know Luther?
Sure. Lou came back. Oh, maybe 3 months ago. Been a bit of a skulker since then. Unsure of what to do next, I think. Oh, it's a lot for these soldiers to come back. Especially here in Mithros. Our people never felt as close to the war as others. Good thing he had Nettie Blevins. She was a childhood friend. Lives up in Crownhold. Oh, those two were thick as thieves. Even enlisted together when they reached fighting age. You should talk to her.
Well, I will, thank you.
Anytime.
And back in Crownhold, I pressed the wrong button and didn't record the last conversation. Hooray me! We follow pretty much the quest marker since there was nothing to discover. All the people around Letho wouldn't tell us anything. And we ended up at a guard who just told us, oh, there was another murder. It was just Neri Levy, I think was the name. Don't really remember anyone from the Witcher series who closely resembles this one, but who cares? And then we suddenly had nothing to say, and it says, ooh, examine the doctor's room, sneak in. And now I'm here, I'm sneaking, and I have absolutely no clue as to where I got from point B to point C. So let us see what's at C. At sea is a nice little home. It treasures a lot. Nothing here. Let's go down. Ah, the good doctor awaits. So, will he be aggressive? Hello, doctor. Nettie Blevins corpse. As you see nothing. I'm the one you have to answer to. Tell me.
You shouldn't be in here.
Oh yeah? We'll see. Aha, even more. Alright, I think I have one left. Of my, whatchamacallit. Yes. My face walk potion, since I am not the sneaky type. I'm the zibby zabby type. Alright, what have we found out? Ah, found the transcript. It would have been better if I hadn't just, chucked it both into the junk, which probably would have led me to, on the way from C, from C to D, walk along a vendor and say, hey, here, take all my trash, give me my gold, and whoop, quest broken. That would have been bad. Alright, it's an honorary discharge from the Alpha Military Service. This is to certify that Lieutenant Nettie Blevis has honorably served in the Alpha Army Mountain Expedition Brigade. This is a testimonial of your loyal and honorable service. Signed, Captain Dorothy Enright. Which at least tells us why we should go to Captain Dorothy. Dr. Ensign Enright blah. Like any good captain, she'll be found face first in the muck of alcohol.
Be safe.
Nothing makes you drink more than trying to forget what you saw on your shift the day before.
Are you here to pay my tab? I've got a whole pile of other debts if you're interested.
Did you know Nettie Blevins?
Sure. She served under me for a few years before they transferred her out of Melsenshire. Blevins, de Groot, and Darken. Yeah, those three. Command and Ruthier wanted them moved into the wolf pack. All of them are local kids. I saw Darken just yesterday at his family's place outside the city.
Who's the wolf pack?
It was a secret project, strictly off the books. Gnomes came up with the idea, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. A military hit squad with no oversight. Those at the top wanted officers like me to have total deniability. The wolf pack was fierce, merciless. You wouldn't believe some of the stories I've heard.
Alright, tell me a bit more about you.
I grew up in the city, trained with the Royal Guard, but I didn't want to stay here all my life. I thought the war would be an adventure.
Idiot.
A couple of mountain goats smuggled me through the narrow pass, and I took up with the Alpha military in Ruthier. Try the ale.
Alright, so 2 dead, 1 more on the list. Let's see if we can rescue him. Found his home! Let's to the rescue! Haha! And he's dead. Nope. Just someone. Sorry. Inspection. Ooh, I hear
Don't take
groaning.
another step. I don't know who you are, but this is a private matter. It has nothing to do with you. This mad woman, she's been stalking us all over Mithros, killing us one by one. But we did nothing wrong. She came for me and my family, but I managed to capture her. Now she's the one who must beg for her life.
Tell me about this wolf pack.
Pack? Why do you want to know about that? Command had us embedded in Chloricon. We'd been there for months, surviving on rats and supplies we looted from all the bodies. The Tuatha launched an offensive into Cursewood. They forced a village of mortals to shelter them, supply them, gave them no choice. But we had a job to do, to break the supply line, clear the forest, root out agents, so the Tuatha couldn't enlarge the siege. We leveled the village, killed anyone who didn't submit. Cursewood burned for weeks. But they were orders, procedures, all for the greater good. We saved thousands in Melsenshire that day.
At what cost? Women, children, grandparents, stacked like firewood. Our whole world died that day. War or no war. Centuries of life, of tradition, all for a siege that continued for years afterwards. When does it become enough? Too much? The wolf pack must pay. Kill him. Kill Darken, and the debt is paid. My vengeance will be complete. You will never see me again, or leave me here with him, so he may do with me what he must. But you will be haunted by the voices of the restless dead. Forever.
Ooh, we got a choice. What would be more evil? You know, I think it's time to let him finish the job.
I forgive you, and I regret nothing.
Enough!
Well, who will win? I think this might go on for a while. If it ends at all. Ah, took some time.
The phantoms of that day in Cursewood and of the recent madness will never release me. I live in shadow.
Well, looks like we didn't get a twist of fate or anything. It's just, you know, end of the quest line, which is... yeah, I'm not too happy about this one. But I think we have time for another one. Now, with the access to Crownhold, it is time to finish another quest. The Taken. Last, Mayor Flanagan confessed that Philomena Goodchild is the mastermind of the kidnapping ring. It is time to search her home and look for incriminating evidence, and she lives in an inn, so... not suspicious.
I'm done talking.
You're done when I tell you you are done. And I'm wrong. She didn't just rent a room in the inn, she rented the entire cellar. Well, let's see what's hidden. Sacks of flowers, crates of stuff, and human cages. Well, I guess we found some evidence. And it looks like the evidence speaks for itself.
Wouldn't travel alone outside the city. Forests are full of Miscaro.
Come on, out you go.
Hello.
You know, someone could have, gave me a piece of evidence, but alright. Well, running around with a pair of rogue daggers on your hip
Good day to you.
doesn't really sound like Goodchild to me. You will sweeping more than just the floor.
What is it? Do you not see that my time is valuable? A good child's time is always valuable.
Dusting the floor in that tavern. I found your prisoners. What do you say to that?
Outrageous! Prisoners! I have no idea what you're talking about.
Guards! Guards! Where is the security in this place? We are under attack.
Oh, that's a stupid idea. A bit of combat isn't needed in every sequence. And sorry about that prickly feeling you all have to endure. It should wear off. Alright, she's dead, so much for the confrontation. Time to head home. Good news, Bergman.
The families have watched your journey with great anticipation, but we never dared hope. Yet you have brought our children back. Heidi is safe now, thanks to you. You've done us such a great service. Please take this. It's all we have, but it is merely a fraction of what's deserved. You have returned our spirits to us. Our prayers have been answered.
Aye, the monster has been slain. Now there's only one monster still loose. And that's me. Since we are down here, we might as well hand in a few Niscaro teeth. Maybe it changes the quest. Yes, it's me. Come on, talk to me.
Excellent, you've returned. Did you happen to stumble across any tongues lying around? No?
Nope, but I have a few fangs.
You're a lifesaver. Let me see what you've brought.
Anything new? Nothing? Alright, just a bounty. Well, one more couldn't hurt now. There's room for another at the end.
Interested in a deal?
Well, yes I am. What kind?
You don't look like preordained. Mithara neither. And sellswords are too smart to come all the way out here for the money. Chaos cults are bad for business. Listen, this may be your lucky day. My name is Ferrin Shaw, trader, opportunist, finder and dealer in lost things. I've come across a few items that may be worth something to a person as worldly as yourself.
Alright, what are you selling?
Glad you asked. Some people out here in Mithros don't know when they're staring a good deal in the face. Perhaps that's why they're still scrabbling away in the mountains. recently I've come across an item of great monetary and historical value. A pair of gloves, and not simply any old pair of gloves. These are a part of Last Breath, the suit of armour worn by the executioner herself.
Ooh. Who was the executioner?
You don't know the executioner? Well, let me be the first to educate you. She served the Crownhold royal family for years, the most influential general in the city's army, until she was betrayed by her own men. Donning a mask, she became a vigilante. Her first act of justice? Hunting the very wolves who had betrayed her. Everyone in Mithros reveres the executioner. She gave all of us struggling folk someone to look up to.
You know, you could just give them to me. I like them.
Fair enough. But understand, this deal, it's not for the gloves themselves. No, I'm selling the details of their location. Did I not mention that?
No, you did not. Alright, where's the location? Don't tell me. What else you got? The beast, the knight. No set items, but a fuel. Ooh, the greatest thing of all. A backpack. Alright, everybody, remember this face. Looks like the city watch keeping guard over the gauntlets of the executioner. What will we find inside? Oh, it's breaking and entering. Great, but they don't seem to care, so don't mind me, I'm just passing through. Alright, they threw me out. Maybe it's just because I went in there during the hours of the night. Let's wait until opening day and try again. Nope, I'm still not actually allowed inside. Well, this makes things complicated. Let's just be quick. They kept it in the attic. Last Breath gloves. Let's see. Oh, those are finesse gloves. This explains why you have to sneak up here. I was somehow expecting a warrior set, but that's nice too. That's our first finesse set of the new DLC. Backstabs are always fatal to minor enemies. Sadly, this will exclude those giant purple buggers. Well, it's mine now. Goodbye. Alright, fingers Mickey. Where's the rest?
It's you again. Forgive me. I know I may have led you astray before, but my motives are pure. You see, Last Breath belonged to the executioner who disappeared long ago. Mithros has suffered for it. I wish to bring about the executioner's return, and to do that I need the armor. But I am a struggling merchant, and the gold is desperately needed. I have information on more pieces, but it will cost you. I'm sorry.
Oh, money is not really a problem. I'll pay.
This coin goes to a greater cause. You have my word. The item you seek, the armor of Last Breath, is locked in a vault in the Bank of Crownhold.
More sneaking. Maybe I should visit an alchemist and try my hand on some of those disappearing potions, just when it gets tight. The Bank of Crownhold, a deep underground cavern. One breath at a time, and it seems I am actually allowed in here. This could make things very easy. Let's see what we find in this maze. So there are no-go areas like the strong room. But if you run out and hide, well, nothing stops you from coming back. They were not all too heavy with me, just running in, taking whatever I pleased, so now I have a giant bounty on my head, but, you know, what's a few 100,000 gold on the friends? Oh, right, it's time to pay our fine. 29,000. No, 92,000. I can read. It's from left to right, not right to left. Sorry about that. I will pay, and the loot alone I get in here was about 400k.
Thanks for the donation.
No worries, as long as I keep all my stuff. Do I keep all the stuff I stolen? Let's have a quick look in our jungle. Yeah, everything's still here. Those 3 alone. And also we found something new. Well, this looks like chaos. It's a chaos bulb. Sadly, it's just no Thundercleaver. So, alright, I found another part. Tell me again, where must I go?
Well
Where's your
done, my
newly
friend.
bought
Remarkable
mansion?
job. I never thought I'd set my gaze on this armour again. I have not been fully truthful with you. The executioner, she was my mother. My whole life I've wanted to make her proud, to do something worthy of her mantle. And I'm trying, with your help. Are you willing to pay for the location of the next piece?
You got any idea how many guards just lost your life because of your little revenge trip?
You understand now? This quest, it is important. Together we will bring the executioner back. The Hood of Last Breath is among the spoils of the city's armory.
Alright, now let's see. Did we come out on top?
The Crownhold Royal Guard
Yes,
is
yes, yes. Shop and sell junk. 1.2 mil.
noble fighting
I think
force.
we definitely came out on top. This city's armory. And another place where we are not exactly welcome. Let's see how well I do this time and how many lives will be lost because I just am too bad at this. And once again, the interior design, the graphics, it's all really, really good. Just some of the quests didn't suck. And in the deepest point, we find the Hood of the Last Breath.
You got the hood. I never dreamed we'd get this far. I hesitate to tell you this, but I've been considering taking up the torch or becoming the executioner in my late mother's place. If you're interested in the next piece, I can offer its location, for a small price, of course.
You know, in the end, you will suck and I become the executioner. If you were any good, you could have stolen those pieces
As
yourself.
always, I'm grateful. The leggings of Last Breath can be found here on your map, but you will need to be careful.
And this time we break into the home of a wise scholar. Let's hope he doesn't resist too much. Well, this one was surprisingly straightforward. Go into a cellar, find the item, bring it back, and let's see what else he's hiding. It was just a back entrance into the great library. Good to remember for the future if we ever have to break in there. But I didn't want to
yes,
go
the
rummaging
leggings.
around.
The set is nearly finished, and I have been thinking. The executioner must return. The vigilante brings the promise of justice to people across Mithros, and I have decided. The final piece is easily found. I will show you. Meet me at the Gemstone Inn in Gale Crossing, soon.
Oh, why don't I believe you? But I got all my money back and then some. Well, looks like we don't meet him at the Gale's Inn, but in the back entrance to the executioner's den. Na 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 na, executioner! Doesn't quite roll off the tongue. Alright, so we still have to go in and talk to him. And then he will let us down into the cellar, where the last piece can be found. Nope, I'm not here for you. I'm here for
Hello, stranger.
you. Nope, Rosie. Looks as if I was just a bit too fast. Hello.
You made it. Good. I told you I'd made up my mind about the executioner, and I have. But it will not be me. You were the only one qualified to take up the mantle. I've heard the stories and I've seen your exploits. There is no one better qualified to don the hood. Take this key. It will open my mother's hideout, the executioner's den. I used the money you provided to fix it back up. You will need it in your quest for justice. Thank you. You do me a great honor in continuing this legacy. Nice doing business.
I wonder if there are even more side quests for sneaky stuff. If there were, I would gladly wait and do a little respec to get back into the, well, not really groove, but into a little bit of cloak and daggery. All the other stuff is fine. It's a nice hideout. You can train your acrobatic skills. But there's just one thing missing. Where is my Alfred? Huh? You tell me. Well, home sweet home. It's a bit damp. But other than that, it's the end of the episode. So, 4 quests. An old one also completed. I think that's okay. So, bye bye until next time.